Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are doing a master bathroom refresh makeover. So this is technically like a part 2 because previously we painted the cabinets, the vanity, we painted the countertops, the shower, the walls got painted when we did the rest of the house. I will try to include some before shots before we did anything to this bathroom, so you can see really and truly how far this bathroom has came. When we did all of that, there were some things that were left unfinished. Of course, I still needed to decorate and just fill the space out. Both of the faucets were mismatched in here. The light fixtures needed to be updated, or they didn't really need to be, but I wanted to update them. We are also gonna get my garden tub painted as well. Y'all know I've been wanting to get that done, and it's finally done. It looks so good. I did use a DWIL kit for that. Y'all know that I love the DWIL tub and towel kit, so that's what I use for my bathtub. I've used it for my shower as well. I used it in the kids' bathroom on their shower tub, and I've also used it over at my mom's on her garden tub. So this is the 4th tub, including the shower, that I have done with the DWIL kits, and absolutely love them. They are odorless. I've used the ones before. I say this every time I mention DWIL, but I've used kits before that literally run you out of the house with the odor. And so DWIL does not do that. It is odorless. You can't smell it when you're using it. And so far, we have had really good success with all of the DWIL kits. So a big thank you to DWIL for sponsoring today's video. I truly, truly love the DWIL kits. And they're so easy to use as well. I feel like anybody can do it. It's a great way to update a tub or a shower or a sink without having to replace the whole thing. If you're on a tight budget, this is a way to update your tub or your shower. Yeah, I will tell you guys more about DWIL as we get into the video and start painting. We're gonna go ahead and jump right in. Before we get into painting the tub, I wanted to just give you a quick overview of where we're at with this bathroom. If you guys want to go back and watch the first video, I'll link it in the description box, as well as my playlist to my whole mobile home makeover series. My entire house is a work in progress, and it's came a long way, but there's still a lot that I want to do. So definitely be sure to subscribe to follow along with that. But today I'm finally going to be changing out these faucets to a nice brushed nickel matching set. The light fixtures are going to be coming down as well, and we've got some new ones we're going to replace them with. One of the main events is going to be this stained garden tub. I've cleaned it so many times with many different products to try to get the stains out. Unfortunately, nothing has worked, and I need to attach the panels to the sides of the tub as well. I'm always worried that we might have surprise visitors through these holes, so I'm gonna get that taken care of today. So before I get started, I wanted to show y'all a really good before of the bathtub. It looks dirty and it does need to be cleaned before we get started, but most of this is stains that I just can't get out. And as I mentioned before, I'm gonna be using the DWIL tub and towel kit to give it a nice brand new finish. This kit comes with everything that you need. So you'll get a roller, a brush, some sandpaper, gloves, tape, some plastic drape, and even a little stir stick for your paint. You also will get step-by-step instructions. On the back of the booklet is a little QR code you can scan, and you can watch a video if you need to. But the first thing I'm going to do is clean my bathtub so that we have a clean surface to work with, so that way we're not painting over hair and dust. And I'm just using the Scrub and Bubbles cleaner and a sponge. I'm going to rinse it, and then I'm going to towel dry it, let it sit for just a few minutes to air dry. In the meantime, I'm gonna get started on mixing up my paint. So in your kit, you'll get a little bottle of hardener, and you wanna mix that very well with the paint. I stir mine for at least 2 minutes just to be sure that it's all combined and mixed well. But this DWIL tub and towel paint does come in a variety of colors and finishes, so if white's not your color, there are some other options. And as I mentioned previously, this is a low odor paint. I can't smell it at all when I use it, so I feel better about using this in my home compared to other kits that I've used before, and it's also cost effective. It's easy to use, so it's just overall a great way to spruce up a bathtub or a shower, or if you have some tile that you want to paint, or a bathroom sink, it's a really great option without having to replace it. So you can do bathtubs, sinks, countertops, floors, walls, and it can be used both indoors and outdoors. And the DWIL paint is formulated for enhanced durability with high quality acrylic resin. It adheres firmly to the surface, preventing flaking and chipping, and it'll last in high moisture environments like bathrooms. This paint is quick drying as well, and this prevents dust or debris sticking to your surface during the dry time. It will take 24 hours to cure and 7 days to completely dry. And just to give you guys an idea of how much paint you may need, I used one kit for my bathtub, and that was doing 3 coats. But this is a very light shade that I'm painting over. So if you have a darker color to paint over, it is recommended to get 2 kits so that you get the best coverage. And when I start painting, I'm going to start in the back corner of the tub and work my way to the front, and I'm going to take my time rolling to be sure that I don't have any lines or bubbles. I use the roller for all of the larger open areas, and then for the edges and the corners, I use the little brush that they give you in the kit. Again, I'm a big fan of the DWIL kits. It's such a budget-friendly way to update without replacing, which we all know can get costly and it can be time-consuming. And they also offer appliance paint, wood paint, frosted glass paint. So they go beyond tub and tile. I've not tried any of the other stuff yet, but I know that the tub and tile is amazing, and I've had really great success with it. Oh, and I also wanted to mention that if you happen to spill or make a mistake, it can be cleaned up with water, so you don't need any kind of harsh chemicals or solvent. So if you guys want to try DWIL, I will have them linked in the description box below. Thanks again to DWIL for partnering with me on today's video. Y'all, we are going to go ahead and move on to the light fixtures. Adrian is experienced in the electrical field, so he was helping me out with that and the faucets today. And I really wanted to update these, but I didn't want to spend a ton, so I found some on Amazon that I felt like were a decent price. And the same with the faucets. I do have a lot of black going on already in the bathroom. We've got black counters, black hardware on the cabinets. The door handle is also black. So to balance it out and not have too much of the black going on, I went with a brushed nickel. And I also think that it goes really great with my mirrors because they're like a silverish, goldish kind of color. And I don't have any plans on replacing them or doing anything with those anytime soon. As for now, I like those. So I feel like going with a brushed nickel was a great choice. So when we took the old light fixtures down, you could see where we had painted around them. So I wanted to go ahead and paint the wall before we put the new ones up. So while we were waiting on that to dry, we went ahead and worked on the faucets. And we did have the power cut to the bathroom, obviously. So I apologize for it looking so gloomy and dark. But I had mentioned in one of my last videos that I wanted to replace the faucets, but I wasn't sure if I would be able to do it. And that's just because of the unknown. I've never done it before, and I didn't know what was involved or even, you know, how simple the process actually is. And a lot of y'all were telling me how easy it is to do, and y'all were right. It was very simple, and I feel like I've added another skill under my belt. It definitely built my confidence. A few years ago, y'all wouldn't believe it, but I was afraid of a power drill. I didn't want to touch it. I didn't like any power tools, but the drill is one of the easiest ones to use, and I was terrified of it. So I've came a long way in what I'm comfortable doing. I've learned how to use all of my power tools by watching YouTube videos, and over time I've gotten comfortable with them. But all of that to say, let that be an encouragement to you that you can do it too. And now that Adrian has shown me, I think that I could probably do the light fixtures too, but I'm not going to jump the gun on that. I need a couple more lessons before I feel totally comfortable. But the faucets were really, really easy. Thing that I wanted to replace before we get into the decor portion of this video was my shower head. So the current one that I have is a fixed head. You can't take it down or move it. And so I really wanted one with a hose so that I could take it down if I wanted to. So I got this inexpensive one from Walmart. I think it was like $20, and it's got a few different spray settings as well. So I just did a quick transition for y'all on that instead of taking you through the whole process. All right, guys, it is decor day. We got the faucets changed. We got new light fixtures. Got the bathtub painted. So it's finally time to get all of the decor up, which is always my favorite part of any of my projects. I love the decorating part. So here in a second, we're gonna get started on hanging some curtains. I got some really pretty floral curtains that I think are gonna tie in really good with my blue cabinets in here. I've got this shelf. Remember when I did my living room and I hung the floating shelf in there? This is one of the shelves out of that pack. We're gonna hang that, I think, above my bathtub, maybe right there. And I wanna put like my bath salts, and I got a cute little hot bath sign to go on that. This is all stuff that we pulled out from under the sink when we did the faucets. And I haven't put it back because I got some new baskets for all of this stuff, so we're gonna get to that. This is just some paint that I used when I touched up behind the light fixtures, because when we took the old ones down, there was a whole big place behind each one of them that had not been painted. So I went ahead and done that before we put the new ones up. I absolutely love these new light fixtures. They are so bright. I know it doesn't look like it on camera, but they just really brighten the bathroom up. We're gonna hang the panels up on the side of the tub. I think I got some, it's really like plastic anchors, but I think it's gonna work for attaching the sides of the tub. So we're gonna try that later. But these are the faucets. I love them. They do swivel. They're a brushed nickel, and I got the faucets to match the light fixtures. I don't think they're exactly the same, but you really can't tell. They're both brushed nickel. So I've got some decor I'm gonna put up here, like a cute little centerpiece idea. And yeah, I've really just gotta get some stuff cleaned up, and then we'll get to hanging the curtains. And this is the bathtub after I did 3 coats on it total, and it looks so good. This, okay, we have to get a new bathtub faucet. I'm not gonna do it yet, but it'll be coming soon. This one drips, and this is the second bag that I've changed since I started painting yesterday, and this is how full it is again already. So I've definitely got to do something. I didn't realize how much it was dripping through the day. So I just wanted to show you guys what I was using to fasten the panel to the side of the tub. I went to Walmart and I picked up some of these plastic anchors. They also come with screws, but I'm not using the screws because the anchors by themselves are working and it blends in really good with the rest of my tub, and I don't have silver screws in all of these holes. And I think it'll be really easy to take the panel off if we ever need to get under there. Like when we change the faucet, we can just pull the panel down, and if any of them break, I can just replace them. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what I was using. I'm about to hang these curtains up, but I wanted to show y'all what they look like. I think they're gonna look so good with my blue cabinets because I've got like, it's almost the same exact blue that's in these curtains. There's also a little bit of this goldish beige color throughout. These are the tie-up style, so the bottoms of them have the strings and then you pull them up and tie bows. That's what they'll look like when I'm all done. So I shared a sneak peek of the curtains over on my Instagram, and someone was asking about blinds in this window. I'm not gonna do blinds, and the reason being is because this window is really high up. So if someone was to walk up to my house, they can't reach to see in unless they're super tall or they have a ladder. So I'm not worried about peeping toms. And also the curtains will let down. If I ever want to close it, I can just untie the bows. So that's why I chose not to do blinds. So as for the floating shelf, I wanted to just put some of my favorite bath items on it. I'm going to rearrange and move some of the stuff as I go, but I'll share the final look at the end of the video. Found this hot bath sign at Hobby Lobby for 50% off, and I thought it was so cute to have here above my tub, and I love to use the Dr. DWIL's Epsom salt in my bath, so I'm gonna put some in a canister that I picked up at TJ Maxx, and I'll just set the canister on the shelf and refill it as needed. And that to me just looks a little more aesthetic than having a bag up there. And y'all, one of my favorite things I'm adding are these battery operated candles. They are glass, so I'll have to move them when my kids come in here to take a bath, which has been just about every night here lately. They prefer my tub over theirs, and I think because it's just bigger and it's funner, so I'll have to move them. But man, are they a vibe during my bubble bath. They also come with a remote as well, so I'll have them linked down below, and also anything else that I can link. I did get my decor from a mix of stores like Hobby Lobby, TJ Maxx, and Big Lots, but everything that I got online I will try to link down below for y'all. Couldn't really decide what to hang on this wall, and every time I take my bath I never have a place to set my towel, so usually I just would set it on the step of the tub and then it ends up in the floor because the dogs come in and knock it off. So I thought some towel hooks would be nice here on this wall, and that way it adds some more functionality. These are some little adhesive hooks that I already had. I believe they're from Temu when I worked with them on the bathroom at my mom's, but I had 2 of those, so I'm gonna hang those here, and that way I have somewhere to hang my towel. And I also needed a hook next to my shower. I had been draping my towel across the shower door, but it's so much nicer having a hook. It's just a little command hook that I picked up from Walmart. I can't decide, y'all. Okay, let me see. It might actually look better right here. I love this picture. I found it at Big Lots. I love all the colors. I think it goes really good in my bathroom because it has some of the same colors, some of the same browns. It's got the greenery and the blue, and I really like it, and I want to put it somewhere in here. I just can't decide where. I was gonna put it over the light switch, but I've got a towel ring that I want to hang there, and there's not room for both. There's not room for the towel ring and this. If I do the towel ring, this is going to have to go up really high on the wall, and it's not going to look good there. So I was thinking I might could put it on the shelf above the bathtub, but then that looks kind of cluttered. The only other place to put it would be right here above this little black shelf. And I have a little lamp that's going to go here too, so that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I'm going to put this down for now though and just work with everything else, and then I'll come back to it. A lot of times if I just walk away from something and I come back, it clicks as to what I need to do with it. So I'm going to do that. And I did temporarily fix this drawer again, but I know it's going to pop off again sooner or later. And it's because of the material. It's press board, and screws and press board do not mix well. With us having to pull on the front of the drawer, it loosens the screws. So I may have to look into either replacing the drawer or removing it altogether. I know somebody mentioned that. I do like having the drawer because it holds all of, you know, the little stuff that I would otherwise have sitting on the counter, like contact cases, toothbrush, deodorant, hair ties, stuff that I use on the daily that I don't want to put up too far. So the drawer is nice because it's right there, but I don't know. I may do that and put maybe a little cubby shelf under there with some baskets or something. Okay, so I know I said I was going to put a little lamp on the black shelf, but when I was playing with the centerpiece, I love the lamp so much more here on the centerpiece, so I'm going to leave it here. The greenery I picked up from TJ Maxx. The tray is also from TJ Maxx, and the little Freshen Up Buttercup sign is from Hobby Lobby. And then I just put the hand soap so that it could be reached from both sinks, and I love how it turned out. It's just a simple little centerpiece, and I did decide to hang the picture here above my little black shelf. I love this picture for my bathroom. I think it's perfect. I had hunted all over for the perfect picture to hang in my bathroom. I had searched multiple stores, including Hobby Lobby. I usually am bound to find something that I like. There's hardly ever a time that I go in Hobby Lobby that I don't find something that I like, but I just was not seeing a picture that I really loved for my bathroom, and I was starting to give up, but then I remembered Big Lots. So I swung by there. As soon as I walked in, they had one left. I saw it as soon as I walked in too. So I felt like it was meant to be. But if you have a Big Lots near you, I highly recommend their home decor section. I like the whole store, but they have some really pretty home decor pieces, and I feel like it's all pretty good prices too. So before I put my stuff back under the sinks, I'm gonna switch my hair tools, like the blow dryers and the curling irons and straighteners, into a bigger basket. And I was gonna do 2 baskets and separate my dryers from the curling irons and the straightener, but I only had room for the one and I like that better. And plus it just makes more sense to have all of my hair tools together. And I was able to use the other basket under the other sink for all of my extra bath stuff, shower steamers, etc. So we are pretty much done in here. I'm gonna go over these floors with the vacuum and the Bona, and then I'm gonna pull the rug from the laundry room to put in here. I like that one for the bathroom because of the colors in it. I feel like it matches my bathroom really well, and I'll just get a different one for the laundry room. I had also washed my shower rug, so I wanted to put that back down, but when I'm finished with that, I will show you guys the overview of the completed bathroom. And I'm also going to put a before shot in here before we did anything to the bathroom, so y'all can get the full effect. Y'all so much for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you're leaving feeling inspired. Thanks again to DWIL for partnering with me on today's video. I will have the tub and towel kit linked below for y'all if you have a project in mind and you want to give DWIL a try. I highly recommend. Also remember to leave your butterfly emoji down below, and I'll see y'all in the next one.